Okay, so I know I just did a video, but I realized that I haven't really told very much about myself. I'm 20 years old. My starting weight is 250 pounds. I think one reason I really wanted to make a YouTube account is because there are other people who do this that are younger, you know, in their 20s, in their early 30s, stuff like that, but I'm 20. And I haven't found anybody on YouTube so far that is my age or around my age. And I just wonder how different it is. Like, do people still drink after they get gastric bypass? If I do this before I even turn 21, will I, I don't know. I wonder about things like that and like being in college and how it affects your social life, going out with your friends, going to parties. So that's kind of interesting. And I guess I hoped making a channel would help me find other people that were around my age that were doing this, and so I could get some tips and advice and insight on that. What else can I tell you about me? My mom had lap band surgery a few years ago, and I had originally planned on doing lap band, but she did lap band and it worked. I mean, she lost weight, but it didn't work as well as it could have, or as well as I would have wanted better results for myself. And part of the reason is because gastric bypass actually restricts you from being able to eat certain things because they'll make you sick. If you have too much sugar, if you have too many carbs, you'll be sick. And that doesn't happen with the lap band. You can eat less, but it doesn't change what you can eat. You can eat less, but it could be less of ice cream. It could be less of whatever. And, excuse me. And that's not necessarily the truth with gastric bypass. You cannot eat some of those things or you will be sick. And I need that kind of control because I am an emotional eater. I turn to food for comfort, and I specifically turn to sweets and carbs. Pasta could be my best friend. So I need something that's going to say, you cannot have this or you will be sick. I need something more restrictive. And so that's why I'm looking at gastric bypass now. I have pretty much made up my mind on that. It's what I've done all my research on. I would really recommend researching whatever it is that you're into. Obviously, if you're watching these videos, you are doing some research because that's one of the main things that I did. I watched a lot of people's YouTube videos. I've read a lot of blogs. I've looked at a lot of online forums and questions. Obesityhelp.com is a really great website if you have questions. I also looked up my surgeon and looked at his reviews and his statistics. I think that's really important. And I think if you go in really well informed, then your surgeon's team, they feel better about you being a candidate for this. And your psych evaluation, I think that would be really helpful because you know what you're getting into. You know the risks. You know the possible complications. You know that it's not going to fix your whole life. You know that it's a tool and it's not just going to do everything for you. Which is also something I kind of have a question about. How many people has gastric bypass just been a tool for, and how many people has it done the work for you? Because there's a girl I go to school with that I'm friends with, and she is kind of helping me through this because she about 2 years ago, had surgery. And I asked her, well, how often did you have to work out? How often do you work out now? And she said, honestly, I've never worked out a day in my life. What? This girl looks amazing. And I can't believe that she's never had to work out. But I guess she just got really lucky. And I don't mind working out. I'm involved in some sports and stuff anyway. I'm kind of an active person to begin with. I just don't lose weight on my own, which is why I am using this as my last resort. It is my last resort because I've tried things on my own and it didn't work. So I don't mind that I'm going to be working out and stuff. I could totally see myself as a runner, which I think is really funny to say at 250 pounds that I could be a runner. But I do think that's the kind of person that I would be. Right now, it's painful to try and run. My ankles swell. I get tired really easily. And those are things that I want fixed. I want to live this healthy lifestyle and be able to do more things. But anyway, I just wondered, how many people did you not ever have to work out, or you don't work out very often, or people who did work out and it really worked for you? How often did you work out in the beginning? When did you start working out? How often do you continue to work out now, if you're a year, 2 years, however long post-op? I was just curious about that. And anyways, I guess comment, message me, whatever, with answers. Thanks. Bye.